mother.
It's Kelpie Vibe.
Security. Wanna give you everything, no baby. Make you know they take me, play. Oh my girl, I go take that for you. Make you scale in my body, baby. When I pull up on the tune, no baby. I just sing a song for you, girl. Oh my girl, I go take that for you. Make you ginger my body, baby. Yeah. Girl, I'm stuck on you. I got your love for you. When I tell him my love for you, sure you gon' love me too. Yeah. Girl, I'm stuck on you. Got your love for you. When I tell him my love for you, sure you gon' love me too. I get your matter from my head, I can tell you no. Even if I say forget, I'm not making no girl. Make a confess, I do love you. Killer, get your body, killer. Come right in my bima. Killer, get your body, killer. Oh my Philomena. Killer, get your body, killer. Come right in my bima. Killer, get your body, killer. Yeah, push it to you know, wine so. My girl dancing, why no? What you they do, girl, I don't know. Girl, they hide me so fine, no. Chino, why no? Chino, why no? You already know how the thing no. You do your waistline, make a call no.
I want me out of African girl.
Killer, get your body, killer. Come right.
I want me out of African girl. Oh, you might be hot, man, Nicki Minaj. I might down 1 shot, 2 shots, keep the speakers bumping. She just want cushion, eat and then we're up to something. I want me out of African girl. She hot past Nicki Minaj. I want me out of African girl. I might be bad past Nicki Minaj. Look who's coming in, straight from the dungeon. I fear for such clothes, your mom struggling. Be behind your permanent, on pay me paper. If I give her some, I'll make you later. Sanya, she moves to the baseline. Y'all like the feel higher waistline. Many balls, so I then you feel fine. Yeah, I'll show me like I did the sound. That was all this video, you never play with my love. Baby, I do with caution. Don't get involved in much, I scale it with die hands. I never play your humor. Then get the wrong perception of me, so they might say things that be totally false. You won't know me more.
You say me, I be your Messiah. You say this love not be work for you, so you no go retire. Stop complaining, baby, stop complaining. I say I love you, but today no one contain. I swear, by the moon and the stars, I'll take you there, oh mama, my baby. I go take you there for you. I said no be one, baby, no be two. I go take you there for you. Like I protect you with my bulletproof for you. I said no be one, baby, no be two. I go take you there.
Baby, you got to know. Say I've been waiting forever for you. Oh na na na. Security. Baby, you got to know. Say you be everything that I've been waiting for. Oh na 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 na. Miami do ine ya uyo. Miami hola minji menyo. Odoja kumemu. Say Miami do ine ya uyo. Miami hola minji menyo. Odoja kumemu. Oh. Na gedene na nyoya. Menye nije nyodoka. I can see bafo. I can see bafo. Na gedene na nyoya.
You the color.
Menye nije nyodoka.
I was saying.
I can see bafo. I can see bafo.
Tell man, let me say you better than me. Trust no one, and if I get a dream fee. If I go high, be God, no be weak. Small sound, make you never overspeed. Say when you be out and they wish you well. I feel when you be out and they wish you well. Me, I no go, but I am used to them. I'm a day student. Oh, got my son, pa my tilly now. See my son, pa my tilly now. You say I dey rush me, my tilly now. Usi mi neshe matinina. Okama sempa matinina. Missy Mason pa matinina. I do like I know here pa matinina. Me hunina.
Yeah, baby. I like the way you shake body. Yeah, baby. I like the way you shake body. I get money. And then we pray my uncle. I swear I lie. I would even cheer you know sorry. Forget your worry. I they come to spend so lash money. Where? Yeah. Yeah, bro, Friday, oh you go confirm me back oh you. My give me pay, me compare baby I can shine go get them. Me with this, Obi and Panda I said this. Sugar that, baby you go, me baby swap to fear go. Yeah, pretty woman, looking like an African Cinderella. Girl, you're the one. You blow my mind like a vuvuzela. You give me life. You gon' make me give you all of my cheddar. So I want you back. I want you now. I want you now. Bye, Miami, baby. Let me say, boy, I'm lady. Bye, Miami, baby. Let me say, boy, I'm dear. You do them fine. You too got them fine.
I no get a go borrow anything for my baby, yo. She know they make her worry, yo. Now him they give me body, yo. You show me love I never know. You make my heart go ting-a-ling-a-ling. Me not go fit to let go. Girl, I wanna put it on you. Girl, you fire, me can't deny that. Many girl for me and by you brother. Tell me who on you, mommy water. I go be your Santa. Na na de. Where you day, there I go day with you. Me and you be good. No, no. Da da day. Where you day, there I go day with you. 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 I go day with you.
Boy, I tell them I don't go fit to do the work without the pay. My daily food for one and then maybe yeah. Security. I so my Benjamin, yeah. See what I do, you go good up. Man, I pass me the yeah. If you work with the do, with the hustle for yeah. Every year, say no more hello dress. I want to wear designer. Yeah, master my shabby. I want the things we find out. And yes, I may have quite a bit. Oh, you know what you know, me fat to do. And as I may shoot to lead, Nasa was serious. And yes, I may want to tell me. Oh, you know, I was serious, and I am before. Sink it, yeah, and to them. Girl, you blow my mind and go for it, I do. Cause I think about all the time and all that you do. Girl, you make her the Rico. You make a Rico. Girl, you make her the Rico. You make a Rico. Se me siya oto agamere niya. Me siya opa agamere niya. Se me siya opa agamere niya. Me siya opa agamere niya. And they call me Eugene. Obi baya uboni anye me Eugene.
Wow, so we just started the Friday party in the studio of MX24 with the one and only DJ Elikem, also known as DJ Wallpaper.
Give me fans, give me fans.
Who should give you fans?
You.
You are not dancing. I'm the only one who has danced all
I've been dancing since the beginning of the show.
Oh, please. But of course, thank God it's Friday. We are still celebrating Ghana's independence. And of course, you know that on The Dish, we bring you nothing but the very best of entertainment, intriguing and very, very great conversations. This happens to be the Brooklyn Pen edition of The Dish, coming to you live from our studios here in East Legon at the Silicon Square on the Boundary Road. My name is Oforiwaa. I'll be doing this with DJ Wallpaper. And in due time, you're going to know the story for the evening. But until then, we're going to go for a very, very quick break. When we come back, the show continues right here. Stick and stay.
I give you my heart. I wanna love you for life. I give you anything you want, baby. I just wanna marry you. I give you.
If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com.
Asampayetia Obayansa Pusu Obunye Wankana Sam Zema Futu Sam Kakre wa Supreme Yo Kofi Oman ya woman Omani ya mamana Yenyi baby ako Wachaza ya wareni Ponsom Wanyinyi pa Asadipa This medical facility has really served the community well.
My brother, these were made possible by the payment of taxes and can only get better when people like you and I pay our taxes.
Our children deserve better.
My sister, the payment of taxes by you and I will ensure continuous development. Whether you're a carpenter, a mason, a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever your occupation is. Pay the right amount of tax, no matter how small it is. With this, we will enjoy good roads, benefit from good hospitals, have potable water, educate our children, build our infrastructure. Our taxes, our future.
The Saturday nights just got better.
With unimaginable excitement.
Ten toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
The most heated rap battles.
Squad for the work, me soldiers, but on your campo, Bema.
I play you menace ready, it be me with the top. Godzilla self chop, who be King Kong.
And of course, your A-list celebrity interviews.
I've always said this though, there can only be one Bob Marley, so definitely there should be one episode.
Me? The threesome.
Orafu wa comedy woman de. Yeah. Nyansa. Don't fuck. Lighter.
With myself, Oforiwaa.
I'm Jason Alay, and I do this with the man
DJ Varosky.
Where the party there today? Hey mama, hey I ever say.
All women were created differently with unique attributes. From managing a home or simply running their own business, through the ups and downs, the pains and joys, we almost always win.
It's actually boiled and then the oil comes up, and that's how we get the shea butter.
This brand new season of the Talkative Mom Show is double the education, double the information, and double the excitement.
And then I actually realized nobody cares. Yes, nobody cares. Yeah.
Join me, Eno Craigreen, and my guests this and every Sunday at 6 p.m. on MX Twin 4.
Care for me and I care for you, baby, oh. Hold my hands and I hold you, lady, oh. I'm here, Charlie. You, be the one for me, oh. I'm for you, oh. Open some point, you're going. Honey, I want to know me, boy, I'm buying. Intian Strobia, and I have found one time, sir. Oh, buy it down far, who baby can. Swallow to be a boy. Mommy, I'll buy an eloquent. Man, yeah, dim you, yeah, and an we be the sweet boys, we never give up. We never give up. Unima bisa, unima bisa, unima bisa, bisa kama. 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 Yeah, we break silence. And you giddy, we hate violence. When a boy say hang, yeah, we pass violence. But with me, you go shun spiders. I idea, we break silence. And you giddy, we hate violence. When a boy say hang, yeah, we pass violence. But with me, you go shun spiders. Men I'm here, when him near me. Yeah, boy, I'm here, and I'm in here, get you, I'm when you see me.
Watch your blog, and you know for gazing in this corner, bro. Before you cap the Lamborghini truck, Making sure that we're dripping when you plug. My niggas, I wouldn't say what you blog. And you know, fugazi in this corner, bro. Before you cop the Lamborghini truck. Making sure that we're dripping when you plug. You know that drip is very necessary. Anytime you pull up, you gotta be scary. Savannah shopping, I be some mini pateri. Woody Gucci do now, Coca-Cola Perry. I used to rock fakes, now we turned up. 450 on the fucking 10 top. It's like an addiction, nigga, we can't stop. If you can relate, let me see your hands up. Now on the dripping, now nigga, we get more. We'll be better than Louis, but I said no. Cause everybody be rocking the same shit. I would rather pull up in the fucking vet mall. You see how the dripping, no, we no be big brands. Pinye sika crown, I'm with big plans. Rolling up, be replacing my wristband. Massa wish I queen with the distance. 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 Massa wish.
Somebody call the popo. Me winning lotto. Say me I don't know. Me yana, my yani don't know. Call the popo. Me winning lotto. Say me I don't know. Me yana, my yani don't know, don't know, don't know. Baby you be miracle. You give me loving way I never know. My baby you be wonderful. You give me loving way I never know. My baby you be miracle. You give me loving way I never know. Baby you be wonderful. You give me loving way I never. Your love is spiritual. Oh my God, oh, girl, your love, baby. We'll be the ex, you'll be the girlfriend. 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 Girl, I wanna be your boyfriend. Can we go spend this weekend? Take a choice and watch me spend. We'll be the ex, you'll be the girlfriend. Girl, I wanna be your boyfriend. Can we go spend this weekend?
Okay. So I don't know where you're going to party tonight, but we have started the party right here in the studio. And of course, you know it's a Broken Pen edition. But of course, remember that here at MX24, we are celebrating all through the month of March, Ghana's independence. And then to crown it, we're going to have the Independence Fair happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022. That's in a few days, and you do not want to miss it. So it's going to be 2 whole days of sales exhibitions, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair, comedy, and of course, an open-air concert that you have to be a part of, yeah? So get your stand now to come exhibit your product. So I always say that it has to be made in Ghana products. So you're a designer, you offer services, all made in Ghana. Just get your stand now and then come be a part of the 2-day exclusive fair happening here at the Silicon Square. To register your business, you can log on to MX24GH online, and then you can register your business on there, or you can call the number 0550 500 555. Again, 0550 500 555 or 0242 355 956 0242 355 956. We are buying Ghana to grow Ghana. Right, so now it's time to hear our story for the day, for the night. But of course, I'm not doing this alone. We're going to do this with the one and only Nana Adjoa Seiwa. Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
You look hot.
Yeah.
I like it. But you look good, by the way.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're still celebrating Ghana Month, but people still have broken pens that need to be fixed. So we are going to try to help them fix it, right?
I think I've seen the story on.
You have. Okay, so to brief our viewers, so there's this lady who says her husband is not enough, in the sense that they did not get intimate during their courtship, and so they abstained from sex, you know. And then after marriage, so during the courting season or period, she was actually doing things with dildos and all that, because she's been with people and then they had been intimate, so you know, she couldn't actually resist the urge. But then instead of cheating, she actually used dildos, and she says different types and kinds. I can only imagine, like. And now she is married to this gentleman who actually had the calling of God on his life. So, you know, a man of God wouldn't want to engage in premarital sex. So they abstained. Now they are married. And she says the gentleman's something is actually too small. and they can't even have foreplay because during foreplay he'll just ejaculate even before penetration. Sorry, and then again he only lasts.
It's the truth you are saying.
He actually lasts for just 90 seconds. So this is her broken pen that needs to be fixed. Send us your comments via WhatsApp message that's on your screen, and also remember that I'll be reading comments from WhatsApp, from Instagram, and also there was a Vox Pop. We actually went out to seek people's opinions or ideas on the topic, and people shared. But Nana Joa, this is a broken pen.
Honestly, this is not even a big deal. In my opinion, sex is one of those things that people learn as they grow along. I think there needs to be a conversation between the two of them as to what needs to be done. Can we match our voice? Should match the voice.
Yes, match the voice.
I think there needs to be a conversation, and I feel like this is my fundamental problem with relationships in our generation, or maybe it existed before.
Okay.
But I feel like we're not honest about who we are in our relationships, because if you are somebody with this kind of need, the person you are going for is clearly a mismatch.
Yeah.
You are sexually incompatible, and maybe in so many other areas. You are probably ill-suited for each other. But you play along because you've had your heart broken by all these guys that can satisfy you in bed. You settled, and now you are dealing with the consequences. And I feel like at the end of the day, you are the one that has not been honest with yourself, and you've not been honest to the guy. So you've actually cheated him.
Wow.
Because maybe, there are guys who are not that crazy about sex. They do exist. Am I lying? There are some guys that do not, we grow up thinking that that's all men care about. But I know a few guys that are not really that crazy about sex. They can go years without it and they're fine.
So clearly you're trying to say that if she had not explored in her past, she wouldn't have had a problem now.
That's part of who she is. But I'm saying that she should have been honest with her future husband that this is a big deal for me and I need to know where you stand when it comes to sex. Are you like me? Are you hypersexual or you're not?
Okay.
So if you are not, then I know that this is something that's going to be a struggle. So you start working on it before you get married. It's not when you get married that you now realize this is a problem that you are now backtracking to solve it. And I think it's very dishonest. And a lot of women do it because you don't want to come across as a whore.
Or you don't want to lose the person because you feel he's a good man.
But if this is something that's important to you, you need to be forward and upfront about it. So this one there is like it's on here.
Okay, so good for us. We have DJ Elikem in the studio who happens to be a man. I really want to ask some questions, but Elikem,
go ahead. Ask.
How do we deal with this broken pen? How do we mend this broken pen?
First of all, before you get married to somebody, it's not just, he's a nice person, I like him. Charlie, there has to be some chemistry, physically, sexually. You just
So, can you ever be in a no sex until marriage relationship?
No, honestly, no. I have to test drive the machine. I have to check engine level.
So you are doing things?
I am not dating now, so I'm not doing things. But when I'm dating, I will do things.
Wow. I see how excited the guys are in the studio. Like, it's actually funny.
It is not funny. We have to do things.
Wow. So you can never ever be in a no sex before marriage relationship.
That's the thing. There shouldn't be any.
But the Bible speaks against it. In the book of, so I'll come back to that chapter.
Really? Does the Bible
of what?
Does the Bible
speak about the book of what?
The book of Alex,
does the Bible speak about it?
Nana, can you ever be in a no sex until marriage relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. But then again, I feel like in our women use sex as this kind of commodity to get men to do what they want. This tool, I don't know where we got this idea from that men benefits from
sex more
than we do, and I think
God bless you.
Yeah, that notion
has very old.
Amen. That notion has informed how women approach sex in relationships, because if she comes across as the one that is hypersexual, it's a taboo.
Like you're spoiled.
You're spoiled, brat, and that's the pressure she didn't want to deal with. So she went along, married somebody that clearly has his focus and his calling in a different area that doesn't even regard this thing that this man is. And it's clearly a problem for her.
Wow.
She should have just been honest. Women, if you feel like this is a big deal for you, if you meet a guy and you feel like this thing is going to go somewhere, that's like the first conversation, the third or fifth conversation you have when you are dating. What are your preferences when it comes to sex? Do you prefer to have sex before marriage? How about you like during sex? Are you adventurous? Are you not? What's your condom policy? Like all these things need to be.
So clearly, in a nutshell, what you're saying is that to you, it is actually important to know your partner's sexual drive.
You don't even wait for the person to become a partner. As you are talking now, you need to discuss it. Whether or not, yeah, you should. I don't know why we don't talk about it.
Why is Oforiwaa acting all surprised?
You have to talk
about it.
it.
What do you mean by I'm acting all surprised?
So you should know this. You are not that innocent.
What? Why are you always doing that on TV? See, wallpaper is always, Alikem is always quiet on a normal day, but you see it's about sex. You see how loud he is. I think he actually wants to sit in my seat tonight.
No, I'm trying to help someone with an issue.
Yes, but don't put it on me. Don't try to make me look like, yo, don't do that.
No, ladies, there's nothing. I feel like personally, my policy, and I'll be advocating for this to that kingdom come. If you meet a guy and you like the guy, and you guys are hanging out, you guys are talking, you guys are going on dates, make sure this conversation is like half the conversation. Don't leave it to assumption. Don't roll with the wind. Don't go with the flow. Sit down and have a conversation about this and know where you all stand. If the guy is somebody that cannot match your sex drive, at that point, you just cut the shots. And then move your separate ways. Yeah.
Okay, so
this
ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear from you as well. We're going to open the phone lines in a few seconds. We want to hear from you, and do well to turn down the volume of your TV set so we can clearly hear what you're saying without any feedback. And then let us hear what you also think. Is it important to talk about your sex drive, or to know your partner's sex drive in a relationship? Again, is it important to talk about sex before marriage? And can you be in a no sex relationship, no sex before marriage relationship? Some of us have done it like forever, and we are still waiting on God. You understand? So I don't know, but why are you laughing?
No, I mean the celibacy conversation is an interesting one, but I feel like don't like if you're doing it, you have your own reasons why you're going on it.
I actually do.
Yeah, but if you're somebody that you feel like this one day you cannot, you also have to be honest about it. So don't drag somebody's innocent son into a situation he didn't ask for. I feel bad for the pastor because it's really not his fault. He
has to pray. He has to do other things. And maybe wait on God, and you want him to come and do.
Yeah, he thought he was marrying somebody that was like him when it comes to. And it's one of those conversations that people take for granted before they get married. It's a big deal. You are talking about money. You are talking about families. You are talking about. In fact, even the money said people don't have those conversations. You just meet some guy and you like him. You start talking. You go and eat for 2 years and then you marry. It cannot be.
Sorry. So interestingly, she actually added that it's been 3 months and she hasn't had orgasm. And mine was, people have lived their entire life and they've not had orgasm. So if it's just 3 months,
manage your expectations. Don't come and destroy every marriage because of sex. Seriously, it's one of those.
I'm sure there are other avenues to explore. To meet your sexual needs, not just.
No, but I mean, she's really a newlywed. They didn't have sex before they got married. I mean, the guy is warming up. He's also getting familiar. He's getting used to it.
I'm sure he's new to it.
Yeah, so she really needs to be patient with him. She should come and scare him. We beg.
Right, so then we're just going to take a look at our Vox Pop and then hear what other people had to say on the streets.
I'm not against that opinion, sex before married, because you can't marry someone that is dull in bed, you don't know how to do things that will make you happy. That's why I'm for sex before marriage.
Sex before marriage, I don't think it's something that should be normal. I'm a Christian, so I believe that sex is for married couples, and it's something that God has put in marriage for the couples to enjoy. So if you're not married and you get into it too early, when you get married, I just feel that the joy or the fun side of it is taken away, because it's like something I've already tried already, so what's the big deal anyway? Yeah, so I think it should be preserved, and we should do our best to try and abstain before we get married. Yeah.
I'll choose to be in between.
because some prefer sex before marriage and others still prefer after. Yeah. But for me, I choose to stay in between. I don't know what will happen, but I want to be in between. Yeah.
Having sex before marriage, it makes you gain experience more than getting married before having the sex. Because I think when you have it before getting married, even it's, I don't know, it opens up. Like you, the lady, you are free, you don't feel scared, you don't feel shy. You know, sometimes we the ladies, if we are, we've not done some before, right, and we are going for it, we feel very scared. So if you gain that experience, and in case you meet another person, you are okay, you feel strong and you are okay, you are good to go, you don't feel any shy again, you don't feel any pain, you don't even think of getting any pain after having it because you've done it before.
I believe that decision is left for the individual to tell. But for me, I don't see anything wrong with it though. From my background, there is nothing wrong with it. If it's good for you, why not? And if it's not, I can't really justify it, but you have to move with the flow or what you feel within.
Wow, so diverse opinions from people out there. We clearly want to hear from you as well. So the phone lines are active now. Like I said, turn down the volume of your TV set so we do not get any feedback or distractions. And then let's have a great conversation. I don't even want to go back to DJ Likem because the way he's poised and ready to talk about sex. Anyway, so messages are, wow, a lot of messages. I can't wait.
You see,
I can't wait myself.
I am not the one ready to talk about sex. It is them. That's why you have so many messages.
But you're excited. See how you're looking. You're glowing.
Yeah, today is Friday.
Okay.
Hey,
all right. Anyway, so Nanaja, before I go to the messages, does sex before marriage actually prevent any sort of sexual frustration?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like we put so much emphasis on the sex itself instead of the quality of the relationship.
All right.
If we have
so
good
I'm not cutting you. There's a caller on the line from Makache. Hi, good evening. Hello. Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
And please, your name. We didn't catch your name.
Please, I'm Hollison. I'm calling from Makache.
Okay, hi, Hollison. So would you ever be in a no sex before marriage relationship, and why not? If yes, why? If not, why?
The only thing I can say about this is this whole thing is some way because the only way to know about your spouse sex like
life.
Your spouse being active in the sexual aspect, because you can't just stand up and marry the person just like that.
Okay.
Yes, because sex before marriage, God said we shouldn't do.
Yes.
But at times you tend to marry somebody who is impotent. How are you going to deal with that?
But having sex before marriage wouldn't tell if the person is impotent or not.
It's like that though, but for me, I would just see the thing before getting married.
Okay. Yes. All right, Hollison, thank you so much for calling in. We have Bright on the line. Hi, Bright, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Bright, are you for sex before marriage or after marriage, and then why?
Oh, I'm for sex before marriage.
Okay. Are you doing it now?
I'll have to know what exactly I'm going in for. You know, of late the rate of divorce is going high, and you know people are living some kind of life before getting married. So I'll have to know what exactly I'm doing for, how the lady will handle me, and stuff like that. It's very important.
I see. So are you doing it now? Are you practicing it now? Are you experimenting?
Oh, not really, but we are hoping to get someone that we can try it before getting married.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much, Brian, for calling in. We have another caller from Somanya. Okay, so now people are calling the WhatsApp number, but we can't answer your calls through the WhatsApp. So just call the number on your screen. Hello, Adam. Good evening.
Thank you.
Can you please send down your TV volume?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. So, are you for sex before or after marriage?
I think
Adam, please turn down the volume of your TV set and then just listen to us through the phone, please.
I prefer sex before marriage.
Okay.
Yes, because with that you get to know the person you're actually going out with or going to end up with
Okay.
as wife or as husband and wife.
Okay.
Because that's the only way you would know if what you are looking for, the person possesses those qualities. Because I
Right.
think sex in marriage it plays a big role in marriage. So if you don't get that, you will have your partner cheat on you, and I don't think it's a good thing. So I think I'll go with sex before marriage.
Okay.
So that's my opinion.
All right,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you so much for calling. We are going all the way to Kumasi. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Ebenezer. Good evening. How are you?
Well, today is my first time calling MSA before. I've been watching you people from last year.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for calling.
Shout out, big up to all of you. Madam, I'm going to cast an yeah, so what kind of crowd? Sister, if you are send me a walk with the TV. Sister, I mean, since I fucking taste, she said you're not want to pay canon. Oh, that me testing my team also testing Muse.
I'm not to be an example. Hey, Ebenezer.
Right, wait, please, I'm ready.
Okay.
We are even in Ghana, so for me, all the Bible saying sex again, sex before it is wrong. And then it depends on people on its own. They can't say it remember.
Okay, Ben, thank you. Also, we're doing Shani valid pa. Okay, so Amidu from Sohum is on the line. Hi, Amidu. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Please, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay, thank you. Thanks for calling. So, are you for marriage, before marriage or after marriage?
Before marriage.
Wow. Okay. Why? What's your reason?
Sex before marriage is a very good thing. You get to find a lot. In fact, a lot. There's so many things about sex that man have to know before, getting married.
Wow. Okay.
Those things, if you find that this is my counterpart, I'm really going to it. This is forever. You are not going back. You are not getting back.
Yeah.
So, sex before marriage, madam, fantastic, fabulous.
Fantastic, fabulous. Okay. Thank you so much, Amidu. We are going to Navrongo to speak to Frederick, if I got the name right. Okay, so we lost Frederick. I don't know why the ladies are not calling. Please, this is someone's broken pen and we need to help her fix it because she's not sure what to do. She doesn't know because she actually mentioned that her ex is trying to get back with her, who is actually married.
Bad idea.
Yeah, so she doesn't want to
idea.
cheat and she feels her husband
But
is
why
not
would
enough
you?
as well. So.
Why would you be quick to replace your husband? These are things that can be worked on. He doesn't last long. It means that you need to check whether it's a physiological thing or it's a mental thing. These are things, and you just got married. He needs to build his comfort level with you. These are things that take time. Don't rush it.
Don't rush it. So Al Hassan is on the line. Hi, Al Hassan. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, how is this lady going to fix her broken pen? What advice would you give her? How does she solve this problem? Okay, so I think. Hello. Okay, so like I do say, please, when you call in, turn down the volume of your TV set, right? So it's easy to have a communication. Kwame from Kumasi. Good evening, Kwame.
Good evening.
How are you, please?
I'm good. What of you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for calling. So how does this lady solve her broken pen? How does she fix it? That's actually painful. So Nanaya from Dansaban. Finally, the ladies are calling in. Hello, Nanaya. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi. Nanaya, your TV is still on. Okay, she actually went off. Okay, so now I think I'll do some messages and then we'll come back to the phone calls and continue our conversation. Okay, so this one says, can we please stop calling so I'm able to read the comments? I think it depends on the individual. If you're already exposed to sex, then you shouldn't try sex after marriage. But if you're not exposed, then you can stay till after marriage, okay? This one says, my sweetie, please and please, you have to read this. Okay, so I'm reading it. My name is Kali and I was suffering from chronic premature ejaculation. That it was so serious that I can last for 20 seconds. I even tried committing suicide because that was the only pleasure after you become an adult, okay? Thank God I had sex and saw my weakness. And thanks to God, I have been healed, okay? If I hadn't had sex and known about it, you would have, I hope you would have known the outcome. And he actually put his number there for men to contact him. I don't know if he's going to pray for God to heal you too, or he has a remedy that's going to help with the men. I don't know if Elikem would want to pay him a visit. So this one says the pastor should go for Alomo or something. Hey, pastor. And he continues to say, I think the woman should also stay with it like that, because on her wedding day she said those words, for better, for worse. Yeah, some more. We have enjoyed it before getting married. Possibly it must, okay, I'm not sure I get the message. It's not quite clear. But I'll go back to this. Hi, I'm Kwame Bills from Laboni. No sex before marriage is the biggest scam I know. What if after marriage I tried doing some orals? That's, and she says no. Hey, me that I like orals like this, so I'm against it. Hey, you are doing things with your mouth. Anyway, this one says, hi from Gambia. Seriously, DJ, what you mean? You're not doing the thing because you're single for now. I beg, save that, bro. You hear? So they know. They just saw through your lies.
I wasn't lying. I said I wasn't dating.
And he says the fact that you're not dating doesn't mean you're not doing things. He knows you're doing things. I actually know you're doing things too.
How do you know?
Sex before marriage can be trickier in untrusted marriages, especially when a partner is away for too long. You might have dirty mind like your partner is having sex with someone else. Ooh. Okay, 2 more messages and then we are back to the studio. It's sex before marriage to me. That's a greater probability that you'll be marrying someone who is already exposed to sex. Unsatisfactory sex causes a lot of problems in marriages. So it's better to know what you're getting yourself into. Kojo from Kumasi. Now, so many messages coming. Okay, so this is your co-host.
How important this is to her and how they're going to work on it
So
together.
what if they can't work it out?
I believe that sex is one of those things that can be worked on. I mean, there are guys that you have That you will bring up, if he's not found answers to, at least you've triggered it. He's going to now search. We don't do a lot of sexual education, especially in relationships. I don't understand why. You know, because that's what you are taking into the marriage.
Story for the gods.
So we need to start having those conversations. You meet somebody, you like him, you start going out on dates. By the 5th date, if you realize it's going to lead into a serious relationship, have a sex conversation like you would with your kids when they're turning teenagers. Have it, they're going to uni, you tell them what to do. When you meet somebody and you like him, please have the conversation. Girls, don't be shy to approach the subject. Be tactful. You don't want to come across looking like a whatnot. Yeah. But have the conversation. I think it's important.
Right. DJ Alikem.
Yes.
How do you think this lady should go about her problem?
I think she should have a conversation with her husband.
Okay.
One thing I know or have learned is sex has to do with orientation. Okay. Nobody was born kikra. No. It's your past experiences, people you've been with, things you've done. That's what builds up your sex life. So maybe he hasn't had enough of that. So you train him, tell him, oh, I like it this way, I prefer it this way. Little by little, you see him doing things to you.
People learn these
Wow.
things, so
But as a man of God, would he be ready? Because earlier you were talking about choking and all that. I'm not sure what that is.
Earlier, but who heard me mention choking? Hey, this madam pa.
Okay, so
wait. So because he's a man of God, why you think?
No, I'm just thinking. Does the Bible
God permit it? He's a man of God. He's not God.
But didn't God created sex? He didn't create choking and.
Who mentioned choking?
Oh my goodness! How do you people see God?
How do you see
God?
God?
In human mind, you can perceive choking. Can you imagine, like in God's mind, the different things that can bring you pleasure during sex? Please don't box God inside like that. So
wow,
the pastor.
We are sorry, God's PA.
Wow. Please, absolutely.
Okay.
If it's pleasure party, then it's definitely from somewhere. Our pastor can do it. I believe in
he
him.
lay it to the holy water.
Okay, so like we are saying, marriage is a beautiful thing that attracts God's blessings, and of course, if you found one, like you said, your past experiences haven't been good. You've been played by different men, and now you found a good man who's ready to stay with you. I don't think sex is enough to just let go of the good thing. Yes, it's a very, very important. And so like everybody is saying, you can just help him. Maybe you can train him. Hold me this way, touch me that way, you know. It's just, and it's the way you go about it, right? And then at the end of the day, sometimes it doesn't even need penetration to get your pleasure. And so I'm just praying that you can actually go through with this. Also, mommy, you have to deal with this so that when people come to you with their problems, you know how to take them through it and help save other marriages. You can't leave your marriage. So then if you leave or you're not able to maintain it and then you backslide and end up cheating, what would you tell your members or people who look up to you? I'm just praying that God gives you the strength, the knowledge. Just as Nanaja said, God knows choking. He knows all these things. So let's just hope that God will give you the idea and then the strength to go through with your partner. And we are hoping to hear back from you with great news and tell us some great things. And I hope you do get your orgasm. This has been the Broken Pen edition on The Dish right here on MX24. Until same time Monday, do have a great weekend. Stay safe. And please don't do what you're not supposed to do. Good evening and have a great evening.
Kudimi, why must I sing in mine? Kudimi, me the queen, me the bright, me the everybody, bamba body queen. I'm from Pisale Papa say, Daddy Kondo me die, Papa no mama na no suai, 24 balu, 24 ne. Pisale Papa say, Daddy Kondo me die, Papa no mama na no suai, 24 balu, 24 ne. I'm from Oforiwaa, I'm a dancing Daddy waiting, me llamo hot pan, I'm a high. Samo Jim and Kacha, I'm a cat guy. They come home, so I was a guy. I feel me llamo day, me llamo bye bye.
with the woman, your mama, I come with them. But I'm in your bar, have a boy,